What's happening, Dakota? How's that sound? Does it sound better? Is my mic turned up? Hang on. Let me get this thing turned up. All right. Okay, cool. We can't do that. I'm trying to send Mark a link, but I'm not very tech savvy, so. Hey, Mark's here. All right. I guess I need to figure out how to do this so we can see each other. I might have to pop off of here again. Because I don't know how you do the other one. Let me pop off of here. Can I share? Can I stream it? I don't have access to that. No, that's a bummer. No, I don't have the go live together button, Mark. Because I was just looking at that. That's what I'm looking at right now. I'm trying to see. Let me look here once. Now, see, mine just says go live. It doesn't have a go live together. These things are pain. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. I wonder if it is a subscriber thing because I'm looking for it on here and I can't seem to find it on my in my dashboard. Doesn't that just figure? Yeah, because where it says go live, it just says go live. And it doesn't say anything in here about go live together. Manage. What's this? Oh, my connection's excellent. No, it doesn't say anything. It just has a webcam details. It's just a chat. We can send messages, reactions. No, I don't have anything for go live together. Oh, okay. So I'm sure it's cutting into what you're doing. Well, I wish you had that go live together thing, but I don't see it on here. Hey, what's up, Hunter? What's happening? Oh, man. Well, that kind of sucks. I thought we could do that. I don't know what this is. No, I can't find it. You finally ordered parts for your Mustang. Well, it's about time, Hunter. You need to see that. Is that a King Cobra? He's not building, he's going backwards. It's like a horse, but smaller. The Pinto Mustang. Oh, it's just a Cobra 2. Well, they're still pretty cool. They're not quite as gaudy and excessive as the King Cobra was. What the heck is going on? Oh no, Dakota. What did you do to your Trans Am that it's not running? It was just watching Pole Barn Garage rebuild the mounts on the Mustang too. Why did you take your distributor apart? What were you doing? You have an HEI in that, don't you? That was messing things up. What were you trying to do? No, you don't have to. Yeah, exactly, Mark. Now you know how a distributor comes apart and goes back together. But you don't have to take it all apart to change the advance. Oh, the vacuum advance. That car doesn't run. Yeah, all you need to do is pop the pin out of the gear and just lift up the breaker plate and slide the new one in and drop it back down. Put your roll pin back in. Well, the adjustable vacuum advance adjusts it so that you don't have as much vacuum advance. It'll be running tomorrow. Why don't you help your brother out there, Hunter? Jeez. Did you get the Belvedere down to paint yet, Mark? Or is that coming up here soon? I'm sure he wouldn't, Dakota. No comment. Does it depend on your mood? Okay. And then after that, you're getting it into paint. That'll be nice once it's all done with the black paint and everything. Would be nice if you got the engine from Gary by Christmas, but yeah. And you want to get that straight because you sure don't want it to be crooked. That's for sure. Man. Well, you're getting closer, Mark, anyways. Hey, what's going on, Rich? How you doing? Yeah, with the motor plate, you got all kinds of, you got a little bit of adjustment on that, Mark. Working on the Challenger, finally. Starting to cut it apart and replace sheet metal. I think they might be a little bit Dakota. Nice. Oh, you got the trunk, you got the frame rails in. Hey, what's happening, first responder? How tough was it getting the frame rails in, Rich? Trunk pan screwed in too. Cool. You can imagine that it wasn't easy getting those frame rails in. Oh, I'm sure, with all the spot welds and everything. And where you think there is no spot weld, there is a spot weld. That's a messy job. Yeah, that's how it was when we were taking the tail panel off the Pontiac. We marked all the spot welds that we could see, but then we drilled them, and then there was all kinds of ghost spot welds we just missed because they just wouldn't show up. So it was really a pain. Once and done, Mark. Yeah, that body work and welding and stuff is, I don't mind doing it, but I don't particularly care for it. Get that exhaust fume high. Fall asleep at the wheel coming home at night. Why am I dozing off? How'd you make out with your rocker arms, first responder? Did they replace them for you? Yeah, floor vents. You got holes in the floor, you can dump your joints out of them while you if you need to act quick. Trap door. Well, that's good you got started on the Challenger. When do you hope to have it done by? Or don't you have a completion date in mind? That's funny, Marty. Real funny. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, that's Marty. Yeah, I know that. I can hear you there. Just stay on it. Try not to burn yourself out too much. You're out back in the alley. Let me in. Or in the driveway. Yeah, I'll let you in. Hang on. Hey, what's up?
Nothing, man.
You're not out back. You're...
I wasn't expecting you to get up and get out of your seat.
Oh.
Put me in a panic mode. So fuck you got to get up.
Yeah, he just pranked me.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. No, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
That's fine. I just ran out of the room to go find my phone. And then I call it and I hear it ringing in the background while you walked away. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, man.
All right, well, at least I gave the show some entertainment.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. What are you doing?
All right, well, I'll let you go, but real quick, I put all the moldings on the skylight. It looks really good.
Does it?
Yep.
Cool.
So I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right. Talk to you later.
See ya.
See ya. I'm telling you. But Marty will do that. He'll come over and I'll get a phone call and I'll say, where you at? And he says, well, I'm in your driveway. And I'll look out and there he is. So, yeah, I got bamboozled. Yeah, well, if you don't answer the phone. Yeah, I have a habit of doing that too. It's like my pager. And no other live. Yeah, tell me about it. Our live streams are a little different. Yeah, if I don't answer the phone before he leaves his house. Sometimes my phone doubles as a pager. People will call, and then I'll just call them back. God. Oh, man. I don't know, Mark. That Firebird you found sounds kind of interesting. Mark's got too many projects now. All right, Marty, I'll talk to you later. Is it on Marketplace, Mark? Half as cool as you. Wow. I was going to say, just send me the link in Messenger. It's so hard to find decent second gens, though. Especially Firebirds and Trans Ams. They're just usually just so butchered. Guy has a 79 Trans Am W72 4-speed with the WS6. It's a non-T-top car. It's silver with blue interior, and it's a pretty nice looking car. And he wants $21,900 for it, which kind of throws me because usually they're like $30,000 or $40,000 cars. $3,900. Tires that hold air, and that was about it, huh? The radiator. Yep, it's working, Eric. Except I can't have Mark on here. I can't invite anybody in, unfortunately. I don't have that. I guess it's a subscriber thing. It's not a bad looking car, Mark. The frame rails don't look bad in it. At least from what I can see. The floors look pretty good. Yeah, not the greatest paint job. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just a Firebird. It doesn't look like a Formula. $9,500. Huh. That's not a bad looking car. No, I'm not on StreamYard, Eric. I can't. Oh, not for you, Chris. And the Firebird gang. I don't know if I can. I can't put it up on screen here. I could probably put it on my phone. He's got a tube chassis Trans Am in the weeds. There's one picture of it. Yeah, it's even brown, or a brownish color. Yeah, it has a Formula hood. Yeah, just like Corvette Summer. And the rally wheels. Yeah, that'd be cool. Shaker scoop with the Formula scoop. Did you know that they used that same car in Chips too? That was Ponch's car. Yep, all the scoops. You can never have too many scoops. Oh, that's cool. Did you ever watch any of their? They do videos on YouTube, Eric. Did you ever watch any of those? What do you want to put a tunnel ram on that Dakota? That should be pretty cool, Eric, to go to the Brothers Museum. Yeah, they do have a lot of nice cars. They have a lot of rare stuff too. They used to do that, what, Muscle Car of the Week? I don't know if they still do that on YouTube. Putting a tunnel ram on the Camaro. You bringing that to the No Names next year, Dakota? Change it up a bit. Okay. Cool. That'll be awesome. Hey, 250. That's a top end machine. Yeah. Be easier to drive it there with the 256s. Yeah, they say those tunnel rams work good. I've watched and read a lot of dyno stuff on them. And a lot of the things that guys used to say about them really isn't true. Yeah, I know they do have some rare Cougars. Wonder if they have a Boss 302 powered eliminator. Those are pretty cool. Yeah, tunnel rams work pretty good. Yeah, use those. Don't use those 450 things. Just use the 600s and tie the vacuum pods together. You don't mess with those Holly 450s. Those things are junk. Cross ram. I think you're better off, honestly, with the tunnel ram than you would be with a cross ram. I doubt it. I don't think you'd have to really do much with it. Because with the vacuum secondary, it's only going to open what the car's going to want. Yeah, if you're going to cut a hole in the hood, why go tunnel in when you can just put a blower on it? Yeah, I know they made 3 eliminators. I think Dino Don got one of them too. Be pretty wild to see. I don't think any of them survived though. I want to spend money on blower stuff. Yeah, that can get expensive. Oh, really? Be interesting to see one of them. Kind of weird how the Mustang got it and the Cougar didn't. Hey, Lewis, what's going on? Used intake gaskets in the trash can. Now, why would you want to do such a thing? They're not that expensive. Coat hanger for linkage. Wow. Just need pistons. Well, you should be able to find some. I would think for 383 it shouldn't be that. For a stroker motor, you wouldn't think the pistons would be that expensive. Depending on what you want to build. I don't have any. I don't know if anybody in here does. I'd go with the Speed Pros. I've heard some stuff about the KBs. They're a little on the weaker side, and that the Speed Pros are a little stronger. That's what I used in my 454. I used the Hypertechnic Speed Pros. Depends on what you're going to do with it. I mean, if you're going to really pound on it, you might want to go with a forged piston too. Speedmaster. Speedmaster sells pistons. I wouldn't buy them. I'd look at Speed Pro. Yeah, you don't want any orange chicken pistons. God, their heads are questionable. I can't imagine what their pistons are like. It's pretty scary. Why don't you just put a 454 in the Camaro? Put a ton of Ram on that. Are you? Cool. You're getting started on that then, Louie. That's going to be a pretty big project. Oh, you should have kept it. You can make that low compression truck engine a high compression engine. All you got to do is change the heads. Okay, Schumacher got one too. You don't want rectangle ports for the street. They're overrated. Oval ports work just as well. You got pretty much all the sheet metal for that, don't you, Louis? Oh, nice. 427 dual carb. Awesome. I don't know. It's hard to just say. I mean, it could have had the peanut port heads on it, Dakota. Some of them did and some of them didn't. You would have had to pull the intake to see if it had the small oval ports or if it had the larger oval ports. But I mean, if you just would have put a set of closed chambered heads on it from like, I don't know, 69, 70, 68, that would have jumped the compression up to about 9.5 to 1. Yeah, the GTEs had 427s in them. Guy used to come in the gas station I worked at had one. Had the 7-liter badges on it. Yeah, the 351 Cleveland 4-barrel heads are huge ports too. That's why all the guys run 2-barrel, because the ports are smaller. Yeah. Nice. You know, the other thing is too, Dakota, that could have been a 4-bolt main engine too. Dented Dreams. No. Now I got Black Sabbath in my head. Oh. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah, I saw that. He's fixing that Ventura. Okay, Rich, I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. I think I saw one of his thumbnails popped up. Oh, was that the guy you were asking me about the other night in the garage? You were asking me questions about something. Yeah, that is going to be a lot of work. You're going to have to shore that body up pretty good, I guess, jig it up a little bit. That's a very good question, Eric. I have no idea. And the early ones are horrible. The 62 to 67s are just crazy priced. And then the 68 to 74 cars are even, well, not so much the 73s and 4s, but the 68 to 72 cars are just climbing. You just can't get them cheap. Yeah, I know. Even the 73 and 4 cars with the big bumpers, they're getting crazy priced. About the only thing left is the disco ones. And even guys want crazy money for those things. All right, Marty. Yeah, I wish I knew. Prices on stuff just in general is just going nuts. I mean, cars that people didn't want anything to do with 2 or 3 years ago are starting to climb in price. That's because nobody can afford the actual cars they want. And, they're looking at the alternatives. And that was about the price for them things because really nobody wanted them. Problem with those cars is there's just no aftermarket support for them. The old Lagunas and stuff like that, they just don't make parts for them. Not like the 68 to 72 or 64 and up. From your stationary bike. What's going on, Benny? Yeah, everything's getting crazy priced. Yeah, that 4-door Cutlass is probably $4,000 now. $3,500. I used to make fun of Novas and Dusters and darts. Just getting in your cardio. Oh, man. Eric, you're the train guy. Do you remember during the bison? Are you old enough to remember the bicentennial? And did you ever see the Freedom Train that toured the country between what 1975 and 1976? Oh, not much, JB. Just hanging out on a Saturday. Oh, the No Names was good, Benny. It was good. They had a good turnout. Had a good time. Hey, Lars. Just got your trans out of what, the Blazer or the trash truck? Hope you're not messing with that Blazer still with that tranny. Yeah, I didn't know if you ever got to. I actually was on the free. I actually did go on the Freedom train because it came through Harrisburg here, and we went to go see it. I was like 5 years old, and I remember walking through all the displays on it. I actually have a pin. It's like a button about this big around, and it has the American Freedom Train. I found it going through some old stuff. And I know you do train stuff, so I was just curious if you have ever. I know they have one out. It's in Portland, isn't it? Don't they have one out in Portland? One of the engines, and yeah, I know they used three of them. I just wasn't sure if you had ever been on it or actually went through the display and stuff. Oh no, not the Blazer again. You're not having good luck with that trans. Is that the same case and everything, JB? Or is this a totally different transmission? Okay. Yeah, that sucks. You had all kinds of issues with that. Changing, yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah, yeah. I had read that it was in that movie. Well, hopefully that'll fix your problems, JB. You won't have to piss with it anymore. That's just aggravating. I know you were having trouble trying to find one for it because I guess that it's something, since it's 4-wheel drive, it's something a little special. I'll dig it out, Eric, and I'll post a picture up on Facebook for you to see it. It's in one of the boxes here I cleaned out of my parents' place. On the mission to find the problem, JB. I hear you. Want to find out what was causing all the aggravation. Yeah, I'll definitely post a picture of it, Eric. I had the actual brochure. They gave you a booklet when you walked through the train. It was like a program, and it had all the different pictures and told you all about it. And I had kept that book for years and years and years and years and years, and it just kind of just disappeared. And I don't know where. My mom can't find it. I don't know where it went. Because I'd post pictures of that too. Because a lot of the stuff that was on the train, like the memorabilia and things of that nature, were actually donated from museums and stuff, and they were just on loan for that, just for those 2 years that the train made its rounds around the country. So, but yeah, I wish I had the book, but I don't. The only thing I can find is the pin. It must have just got lost in time somewhere. So. Steamtown. Is that the one in Strasbourg? Oh, it's in Scranton. No, I've never been to that. I've been past Strasbourg, but no, I've never been to Scranton. Is that a train museum, Eric, that they have there? Okay. You still in here, Mark? Getting kind of quiet in here. Who's all still in here? Yeah. I'll have to check that out, Eric. Definitely. Yeah, I'm done, Benny. I got too many cars now, and I don't have any place to keep them. I can stuff it out in the driveway, but then it'll just be out in the weather all the time. So if I do buy one, it'll just be a piece of junk, something that I don't mind getting covered in snow and rain and everything else. So I'm still trying to just finish things up on the Firebird. Just trying to, because when I went out to Missouri with it, it it was kind of a shakedown. So I kind of figured out, found out some of the issues that I wanted to get straightened out on it. So I've just been doing that. I think I'm about 2.5, 3 hours from Scranton, Eric. It's not that far. Hit one like yours. Well, my Firebird was like yours, and then I made it too nice. I have. I mean, I've been looking at different stuff, you know, like third gen Novas. They pop up every now and then. Basically, they're just an F body with a different body, and I've been looking at some different stuff. I'm trying to stay with General Motors because a lot of I have parts for those. So, then you get into different brands and then you start, the parts you have laying around. In the familiar, I'm not familiar with Fords or Chryslers I sort of am, but there's not too many Chrysler cars, offbeat Chrysler cars I'd really want. I don't know. At this point in time, I think I'm just going to chill with what I have for right now until something pops up that perks my interest. Then, well, I'll go from there. But for right now, I just want to get stuff straightened out in the Firebird and just run that around. And the Chevelle. There's stuff that I need to do to the Chevelle that I just didn't do over the summer. Oh, you want to get a Barracuda? Any particular year, Benny, or you just want a 70 through 74? Or I don't really want to sell either one, the Chevelle or the Firebird. The Chevelle I've had since I was 16, so that car definitely isn't going to go. And the Firebird, that's kind of honestly, that's like a once in a lifetime car because it's the car that nobody really touched. I mean, they beat it around and ran it into shit, but I mean, they didn't violate it. They didn't hack wiring. They didn't do stupid shit to it. So I just, that's going to be a tough car to get rid of too. Yeah. Yeah, the 70s, the primo price, of course. Well, even 71 for that matter. Well, 72s and the 74s are starting to get up there too. Hell, even for just a Barracuda, it's just getting ridiculous. It doesn't even need to be have a CUDA package or the high post stuff on it. And there's really nothing wrong with the 72 through 74 cars. They just didn't have the big blocks like the earlier cars. You know, they were just a little bit more subdued. Nice. So you're already set. Now you just need a car to put it in. Yeah, look around. You'll find something. It's just tough finding a 70 or 71 for reasonable price. Oh, you got it out of an Imperial. Cool. Well, that's a good. That's got the small chambered heads on it and everything then already. It should be. That's like 375 horse probably. Challenger. Oh, that's an alternative too. They're not quite as pricey as the CUDA, but you got a 67 Polara. Is it a two-door, Benny? The 68s are pretty nice too. Now, is this the first Mopar you've ever had, Benny, or have you messed with Chryslers before? Yeah, fast top. Now, is that a big block car too, Benny, or is that a 318 poly or? Oh, nice. So you getting out of GMs, Benny? You going to Mopar? That's another good 440. Yeah, I like all makes too. I just happen to own Chevrolets and GMs. Oh wow, an executive. Bet you that thing's loaded up. Yeah, that was their top of the line car, the executive. Oh, it's got disc brakes on it. Cool. I thought the executive was the top of the line one. I guess the Bonneville was above that, huh? Okay. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was the Catalina, the Bonneville, then the executive. So I thought the executive was the top of the line. But I guess not. There you go, Benny, if you're interested in a Challenger instead of a Barracuda. And it's a 71. Yeah. Is it pretty rough, mate, or? Oh, okay. Oh, Dakota's interested in the Challenger. Is the 400 running it, Benny? If the 400's good, hell, you made your $300 anyways. And if it probably has a 400 turbo. That's pretty cool. Your dad had a 6-pack car. You like that story, Dakota? I know. Yeah, I don't know if Marty's still in here. Marty was with me. Oh, cool. Nice. Yeah, he was having a good time. I'm sure. They're not the most popular car. Yeah, that was an interesting evening, that's for sure. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I think I'm going to be shutting this down. I don't know. That's a good question, Dakota. I don't know if I would or not. It's hard to say. You might top end me. only because you got more cubes. Be an interesting race. Yeah, it'll be a lot of variables. Yeah, I don't know what I would. I might take that up to the track this spring. We'll see. I want to put a posi unit in it. So, but we'll see. You would have liked to have seen that race, Mark. If it's good quality hood, it probably would have been a pretty good deal, Benny. Because I think the reproductions are fiberglass. I want to take the Firebird up to the track and just do some time runs with it because I'm just kind of curious as to what it'll do. I'd like to get a posi unit, but we'll see what kind of funds I have in the spring if I can afford to do that. I'm hoping that I can because I won't have any big projects going on for it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the reproductions are steel or. I know they made fiberglass ones. Well, I don't know. I think a lot of it just with the tires you were running, Dakota. Running a radial, it's tough running radials on the strip. I think you were doing pretty good. I just think you just needed to just get used to it a little bit. Do a little bit of tuning on the car. I think you probably have it down pretty good because your mile an hour pretty good. And your car's pretty heavy too because that's. Yeah, 9.2's not. I mean, that's not hateful for what you were doing with street tires. You know, maybe next time get some like Mickey Thompson, drag radials or something like that, and try it and just see what it does. I don't think spring would be that bad. I know the fall show. I didn't go to the fall show this year because I was down in Mississippi. But a friend of mine went up and he said there was a lot of empty spaces up there. So I don't know. I don't know if the economy's kind of hitting it or just the simple fact that, people can just buy stuff on Marketplace or whatever. Oh, you're going to the Turkey Rod Run. Thought about checking that out. I heard that swap meet down there is just enormous. I don't know, Dakota. I think I'd try some stickier tires. I think that's where I'd go first. Because then you can make the most of all that power you have and that torque. Because if you're not putting it to the ground, it's not doing you any good. Nah, I'd just put a shift kit in it. It'll be fine. Wow, that's how big it is. Jeez. So I got to make a choice: either do the car show or the swap meet. I'd just put a shift kit in it, Dakota. And put like a B&M trans pack or something in it, or you know. Oh, you got a Transgo kit. Okay. Huh. Pond Scott. Well, and the shift kit might help with that too. Because it'll quicken up the shifts. Okay. Not really. You just got to get the valve body out. I told the story to Dakota about the night Mike chirped the tires in the Challenger next to us in the Firebird. Yeah, I'd do a shift kit and some stickier tires. That would probably that'd probably get you into the eights because you're almost there now. If you could just get it to hook up and drop your 60 foot a little bit more, you'd probably be way closer. Because whatever you pick up in your 60 foot, you're going to see at the other end. So, Well, 7s will be fine. You could probably put a 255 60 on the back. It'd be um, a 27-inch tall tire. That'd work. And that'll put about 8 inches of rubber on the ground. I wouldn't. I'd just run the 7-inch wheel. That's all I'd do. You could probably even squeeze a 275 60 on there. That's a 28-inch tall tire. Nice thing about the taller sidewall is you'll have a little bit of sidewall flex. Yeah, with the traction, they just don't work. 1510s. Yeah. The 295s have a short sidewall, so you don't have a lot of deflection, and I think a lot of that causes some of it. Yeah. Well, you just get one of those little air pumps you plug into your cigarette lighter. They work. You want a little bit more. You want to stick out the fender well a little bit, Benny. Put some N50s on it. Yeah, they are pricey. The 295s are pretty decent. They just don't have the same look, though. They don't have the height, like the old N50s had. Now, 275 60 actually looks pretty good on stuff because it has the height. I think a 295 is only 26.5 inches tall. And 275 60 is 28 inches tall, so it does a better job of filling the wheel well. Because I run two 55 60s on the Firebird and Chevelle. That's a 27-inch tall tire. And I could probably go taller on the Chevelle. The Firebird, that's it. I can't go any bigger on the back of that. Yeah. 245 60s, 26.5. Yeah, those are 7-inch rims on the back of the Firebird. Yep. And the 255, it fits on there. I mean, it's the rim's a little small, but I don't have any problems with it. I had them on my Z28 too. I had 255 60s on a 7-inch rim, and I never had any problems. because I can't fit an 8-inch rim on the Firebird. It was challenging enough just trying to fit the 7-inch rim. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the caliper's so much larger, it just won't fit the 15-inch wheel. The only thing you could do would probably go to like a 16 or 17-inch. Oh yeah, 255 will fit on there easy. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you could go to an 8-inch rim Dakota and you could run a 275/60. I mean, a 275/60 will fit on a 7-inch rim. It's just going to be a little, it's just going to be sucked in pretty good, but it'll fit. And that'd be even taller tire because that's 28 inches tall, and that would help with your gears too. Or you can go with an 8-inch rim and run the 275s, which is about right for what they want to be on. All right, guys, I'm going to hop off. I'm getting tired. And yeah. All right, Dakota, you have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Benny, you have a good one. I'm not sure who's all in here yet. Not a problem, man. Mark, have a good one if you're in here still. I'm not sure if you are. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.